of Hindus' appreciation of cows. What is the basis of this?
The way Hinduism has been portrayed in the West has always been, in a way, in a very poor light. In many schools, the only exposure of Hinduism is caste system. And all of us here are saying, yeah, I thought I'm a Brahmin, he's a Loano, there's a caste system surely. And second way is polytheism, many gods. Yeah, we have, look, go in the temple. And the third one is, they actually worship cows. What a silly religion. And sometimes when they want to deride Hinduism, this I have come across in some school, they say they drink cow's urine before they come to school. This is, I'm warning you, this is how your children are told. They are taunted in school saying, did you drink some urine before you came here? Cow's urine, of course. Let me tidy up and let me clarify. You must be very clear about these things, and you must make your children aware of the true answers, remove the misconception. Then the thing that was making them feel kind of dejected and perhaps under pressure, under duress, will suddenly turn around and hold their hand and make say, yeah, there's this good stuff here. Let me tell you the story. You see, I go to lots of English schools, and I say, would you eat meat? They say, sure, we eat meat. I said, fair enough, you can eat meat. I'm not here to stop you. And you see, this Rover, your dog, is getting old now. And you're going to lose him in no time because, he's getting old and you love your Rover, don't you? They say, of course we love our Rover, Mr. Lakhani. I said, there's one trick you can use whereby Rover is never parted from you. He'll be part and parcel of you forever and ever. And of course, Mr. Smith, the Englishman, said, this is fantastic. What is the way whereby I'm never separated from my Rover? And my answer would be, Mr. Smith, you eat meat. Why don't you have Rover for supper? Now you are sniggering because you know what I mean. Not me saying put Rover on the table and say let's share our dinner. But actually cook up Rover and have him for dinner. If I ever say that to any English person, immediately he'll take his stick out and chase me around the park. How dare you? Dog is man's best friend. You don't eat your best friend. What a stupid thing to suggest even. You see, if you are in Vietnam, you might be eating dog's meat. If in United Kingdom, if you start selling real hot dogs, the council will come and shut you down. Dog? You don't. This is dog's meat. You don't. Dog is man's best friend. For the Hindu, this religion is very well thought out. Don't underestimate it. We say man's best friend is not the dog, not the horse. Man's best friend for thousands of years. Go look at the history of humanity. You know what is humanity's history? Until about 10,000 years, we were roaming around, hunter-gatherers, just running around any animal we can kill and eat, and we go next to the next animal. Hunter-gatherers is the human history. The only time human beings settled down and started to farm and become a little bit civilized is when they had this lovely animal called the cow. Because it's a magic machine. On one end you put grass, other end milk comes out. So you could settle down. You had a ready flow of supply of proteins. So you could settle down and wait for your crops to grow. So this gentle animal, if we study the history of humanity, has been the major friend of humanity that allowed humanity to become civilized, to settle down and be civilized, have the space to be civilized. So we say, if you wish to pay tribute to one animal as man's best friend, it's not the dog, it's this gentle animal called the cow. So the Hindus say we must pay respect to this animal that has stood by humanity for such a long time, not just Hindus, for whole of humanity, must pay a tribute. And some people say, but Mr. Lakhani, then the goats give milk as well, so shouldn't you? I say, fair enough, revere the goat as well, we don't mind. But somehow the cow has been the icon of an animal that stood by humanity. That's why it has been given this prominent position. The Hindus don't drag a cow in the temple and say, I worship you. Not that Hindus are allowed to do that, by the way. But the fact that they revere the animal, they respect the animal, because they in a way are paying tribute to what the animal has done for us. I'm guaranteeing you tell this to, of course I'm not very good advertisement for McDonald's, but this idea of revering this gentle animal for what it has done shows that we are truly, extending this, if you like, the idea of reverence for life into the animal kingdom. And the one animal that stands out saying, me first, is this gentle animal, the cow. So suddenly the holy cow suddenly becomes, oh, it's a lovely animal. Of course, the only drawback is you can take the dog for a walk, You can't take the cow for a walk, but so be it.